The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Love. And that's complete. It's Sims. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Set 50-60 orange. General West. Mike 56. Mike 56. Alpha. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Yep. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Check. Check nickel. Check 43. Check 99. Check 99.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Ready.
Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 60 out clock. Go. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Yeah.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
15. 36. I got you. You're almost. Easy. 15. Yellow. Kill. Charlie, slam.
Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Yellow. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if we continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Line 36. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check. Crunch.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 44, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch 36. 36 the mic. So don't say nothing. Check. Yellow. Yellow. Hot, hot. Check.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Down. 90. Full. 56. All day, every day, any day. Watch the ship. Hey. 61. Matchbox. Light. Squeeze. Get in there. Check 24. Watch 24. Exit.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Check. Now. First down, defense. Football's the Mike. Mike's football. Ready, go.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Bang, hard. Bravo. Check 24.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Go. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Check. Fresno. Check four.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Devin McCourty picks it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Nice, sweetheart. Hatch it. You're out. Lock it. Check three. Pilot, 64, weak. Bam.
Throwing again. Love. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Check 26. Under 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Vaughn. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And their 1st down.
Come on. Kill. Hey, let's go. 36. Check three.
On 1st down, Vaughn. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
At the 35-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Check three. Hey, 43.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Check. Kill. Hey, Sunday.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd down. Love. Nowhere escape, and he goes down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on third and long. Love. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Yellow, yellow. 40. Yellow. Hey, 57 color, 57 color.
On second and 9, Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Love. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
Brings up third down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. Rush in. Rush in. What happened?
A final shot before break. Love. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Check, 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 check.
Dribble it. I don't miss it. Attack.
Check, 6 by 7. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Give me 15.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Alpha.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 3rd down here.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 3rd down, it's Vaughn. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vaughn. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's get it.
On second down, it's Vaughn. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Yellow.
Watch the slip.
15. Let's get it. Let's go.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder to start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Love. He's going to air one out. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Steven Sims Jr., his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Safety's creeping. Watch 36. 36 to Charlie.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. And a little floater there is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
36 to Mike.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
1st down, Chiefs.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Check.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check 43. Check 99. Check 99.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, 57.
Tighten up. Check the backer.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gone. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Crunch. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Yes, ready, go.
Throwing again. Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Looking to throw. Love. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, Love. He gets it to Sims, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Steven Sims, his second touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Yellow.
Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
It's just me and you. Hey, look.
15.
Double up. He's coming, double up. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the twist.
On 2nd down now, it's Vaughn. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here we go. 8, Reed. 56. Ain't no something else. We take a win. Ready.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to left side. Swift. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this one is right down Broadway. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check 4, check 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vaughn, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Yellow.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
57 colors.
Mahomes to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Check 26, check 26.
Attack.
Under 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he got it! The kick is gone, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Kansas City, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all, beat and flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, beat and flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you blood in my face. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes.
EA Sports coverage of the